sometimes it just works this way. It's being aware of that thought, first of all, because you might not know that you're thinking this way. So just knowing that that's the thought you have, that's going to be crucial. So that's absolutely an immense first step in the conversation, right? And then you think about, okay, so I have this thought, and obviously this thought is going to trigger the emotion of, oh, I really don't feel like it, or I'm afraid, or they're going to judge me. It's not going to go anywhere. And of course, the way I will speak to you is going to be according to how I feel. And I'll be, yeah, hi, this is Roxana, and I was wondering if you're interested in, no, yeah, okay, sorry to bother you. Have a nice day. Right? And then the result is going to be, right? I'm not getting anything, right? So if I can, let's think about a new thought consciously. Like, think about that new thought consciously. Okay, what is a new thought that I can have is, oh, I'm going to have, let's not call it cold call. Let's call it introductory call. Or let's call it fun call. And I'm actually gonna have, how many people? 5 people. I need to call 5 people. Let's see what I'm really curious about who they are. And I'm gonna meet at the end of these calls, I'm gonna have 5 more connections in my network that I can build a relationship with. Let's see what they're all about, right? Let's see, I'm gonna be curious to meet these new 5 people. Let's have a good experience. That thought. I'm going to spend how much time? Maybe 1 hour of my own life. That's 1 hour that nobody is going to give you back. That's 1 hour spent of your lifetime, right? You might as well enjoy it, right? So let's make it fun. Let's make it a good experience, and let's connect with these people. And that puts you in a different state emotionally, because you're more energetic and you're more curious. And because you're more curious, you'll be ready to ask questions, which is essential in a sales conversation, right? Ask them questions so that they give you their needs and their challenges and what is it that's going on in their lives. And then you'll be ready to help, right? Because you have more information. And at the end of that, okay, maybe I'm not going to make the sale then on the spot, because it's not how it works. I need to build a relationship, but it's the start of a great relationship. So I'm getting a result, and the more you do it, it's going to be, again, practice, right? I'm finished with the first call. I feel pretty good about it. Oh, okay, that went well. Let's see, I'm curious about the next one. That goes, if you just change the thought that gives you, okay, how do I want to feel? I want to feel energetic and happy. What's a thought that makes me energetic and happy? Sometimes it's as easy as that. If it's not that, you can practice some power poses or crazy poses that put you in a different kind of energy, right? And you're in that, I'm ready to go. Like, if I do it now, like, yeah, that gives me that energy where, yeah, I'm ready. Let's have this call now. And that, right, that changes your thought immediately, right? It's thoughts and physiology, they all work together hand in hand. It's just how it works. For instance, for me, I can't show you my wall. I have a wall here right next to me, and it's full of papers and post-it notes. Now, if this is something you need to do every day, like cold calls, again, introductory calls, friendly calls, discovery, that's why coaches, for instance, now offer discovery calls, right? Basically, it's a sales call. But they call it discovery because it helps me discover stuff about you, and it helps you discover stuff about me. And that puts things from a different perspective. So have them posted somewhere. Or do this, you can do this practice not necessarily related to calls, but also to anything that you do where you need to change your level of energy, where you need to change the way you feel, the way you think. If you think, oh my God, I need to be on that team meeting for an hour, that's how you're probably going to be showing up in that meeting. And you're probably not going to contribute to the extent to which you would be able to contribute if you were enjoying that. So you can, again, the more you practice it in different instances of your life, the more it's going to be an embedded habit, and that's going to create a routine. Basically, that's what we were talking about, routines, right? Routines are habits that we keep in place and are maintained for a long time. You're possibly making new friends. You never know who you meet on the other end of the line. And it's also, I think, more and more people want to connect. I mean, we're past that phase when I was necessarily just reading the script and I wasn't caring about who you are. Like, if you want to make it last, if you want to have, basically sales are exactly that. It's a relationship, a great relationship that you've built over time, and people trust you. And they trust you to be able to help when they need your help, because they might not need your help right now. And help is the service that you're offering, the product that you're offering, whatever it is. It's helpful to them, but it might be helpful to them a year from now. But you don't forget about them, right? You're just maintaining that relationship in place. And what we're actually building is we're building trust. When we care about the people that we talk to, we're building trust, and we connect, and they remember us, right? It's like, oh, I know, I talked to Laura and she mentioned this. I'll just call her back because I like her and because I've talked to her and we have a good relationship and I trust her. Leadership, but in leadership you have a lot of things. And typically when I talk to people about leadership and they want to start developing that skill, because you want to be a leader, right? In your world, in your business, in your area, you want to be the best that you can be, basically. And that's, to me, that's the definition of a good leader, because the best that you can be, you're going to be the best that you can be with people around you and with yourself. So if you want to start somewhere, then start with emotional intelligence. I think that's a skill and it's a skill that definitely can be learned and practiced and improved during our lifetime. It's never ending. But the reason I'm saying that is because emotional intelligence also helps you deal with yourself, and actually that's where you start with self-awareness and self-management. Because the moment I start to become more self-aware, that's when I can manage myself better. I manage myself better, that's when I can manage my relationships with others better. There's no such thing. You want to improve your relationships with others, you start improving the relationship with yourself and how you manage yourself. That's where it all starts. That's why I'm saying emotional intelligence is going to be number one thing that you have to learn, and dealing with mindset and actions and reactions and behaviors that you want to keep or behaviors that you want to change.